Xiaomi smartphones have always been proven to be the bang for the buck devices. Doesn't matter if it's their top of the line phones or just a budget handset. And this Redmi 4 Prime is no exception. Hey YouTube, TechrAtz here, and in this video I'll share my experience in depth using this device for last couple of months. So keep watching. All the spec junkies can pause the video here and take a look at the specs. Despite being just a $170 device, it has a full metal chassis except the top and the bottom where Xiaomi hides all its antennas. Metal chamfered edge adds a great aesthetic, and with a 5-inch display, this phone is pretty much manageable with one hand. But due to its metal back, it's a bit slippery at times, and even after hours of online digging, I can't confirm if this display has any sort of protections like Gorilla Glass or any other anti-shattered glass. So better go grab a screen protector and you will be safe. The back-mounted fingerprint sensor is fast and accurate. The hybrid tray has one SIM slot and a space for another SIM or a microSD card slot. And best of all, this phone supports 4G LTE. You will find an IR blaster and a 3.5mm jack on the top, which delivers great sound through earphones, and on the bottom the main microphone, micro USB port for charging, and a speaker which sounds pretty average and distorts a bit when you max out the volume. And these three capacitive buttons aren't backlit, so it's a bit of a bummer. It has a 5-inch Full HD IPS panel. Considering the price, I was quite surprised how beautiful the display is to look at. Due to its higher pixel density of 441 pixels per inch, everything feels very crisp. Viewing angles are good as well. No noticeable color or contrast shifting. By default, the panel is set to brilliant and everything feels just extremely vibrant and punchy like an AMOLED panel. You can easily set it back to standard if it's not your cup of tea. But direct sunlight visibility is a bit struggling. Anyone who used MIUI knows how much an Apple ripoff it is. But that's in the past. Now the 8th version of MIUI is mature enough to stand on its own. On top of Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow, it offers some additional features like Clone app and Theme engine. And don't like the look? Just install a launcher to your liking and you are good to go. That's the beauty of Android. Normally when you discover a phone this cheap, it's the camera where companies cut the corner. That isn't the case here. Redmi 4 Prime's 5MP front and 13MP rear shooters are surprisingly good and not just an entry-level standard. Colors are vibrant and sharp, and with the HDR mode on, it can go even further to capture detail. But low-light pictures aren't acceptable to me. And camera software packs typical Xiaomi features. You have the option to capture manual mode where you can control white balance and ISO. Shutter speed is average. And due to not having OIS, recording video is a bit shaky. Let's take a look at some pictures taken with this camera. This is a video test with Redmi 4 Prime. You can hear the sound from the microphone, as it doesn't have any optical image stabilization, so the video is a bit shaky. The handset is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 625 with an Adreno 506 GPU to handle graphics. Though this chip is commonly known as energy efficient chip, during regular day-to-day use, I didn't face any stutter. I also played some graphics-intensive game like Need for Speed No Limits and Modern Combat 5 with a minimal frame drops. Its 3GB RAM handles multitasking really nicely. It has no trouble keeping almost every app ready to go in the background. Well, in the battery department, this phone is a beast. With a whopping 4100 mAh battery combined with an energy-efficient chip, this phone is meant to last forever. So I don't mind that it makes the phone a bit thick, and doesn't matter whatever the hell you do with your phone, it's very hard to kill the battery in a single day. And for moderate use, you can easily go past 2-day mark. So should you buy this phone? Well, before answering that question, I want to mention two phones that pack the same Snapdragon 625 chip and 3GB of RAM, Moto Z Play and Asus Zenfone 3, but they cost twice as much. So to me, this Redmi 4 Prime is a budget killer, and I highly recommend this phone to anyone who needs a phone that does everything decently. That's it for today guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.